Up until recently, foods categorized as fat needed to be avoided at all costs. It was common to believe that fatty foods were richer than carbohydrates and could be detrimental to your cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure, especially for diabetics. However, this idea of evil was often attached to only one category of fat, aka saturated fat. Saturated fat is commonly found in processed and carbohydrate-rich foods, and if you have high blood pressure, you should stay clear from them. But since then, data has shown that another category of fatty food can actually be beneficial for your health. Monosaturated fats are healthy fats that may have several benefits for your blood pressure and overall health as a diabetic. In fact, certain healthy fats are even categorized as superfood, thanks to their immense nutrition and effective actions on blood sugar. So, what are those incredibly healthy fat foods? And how can you add them into your meal and overall diet to keep your blood sugar low and under control? Don't go anywhere and keep watching. In this video, we will let you in on 8 incredible healthy fat foods that lower blood sugar. We will also explore how healthy fats interact with other foods and share the best way to add fat generously to your diet. But before we melt in, can you do us a favor and like this video, ring the bell for future notifications, and make sure to subscribe to the Diabetics Talk channel for more help managing diabetes. Plus, stick around and find out how you can get 2 free gifts. Now, it's time to explore the 8 incredible healthy fat foods to lower your blood sugar. Starting with number 8, coconut oil. Coconut oil can be a great replacement for butter or cooking oil if you're a diabetic. Made from the meat of a coconut, this type of oil shines from its countenance of MCT fatty acids, also known as medium-chain triglycerides. MCTs are rapidly digested and absorbed by the liver, which may promote weight management, neutralization of free radicals, and blood sugar balance. Several experiments suggested that coconut oil could be beneficial for type 2 diabetes. A small study involving 9 healthy men showed that consuming 35 grams of coconut oil alongside a healthy diet daily for 8 weeks enhanced insulin sensitivity. And as a diabetic, you might be familiar with the role of insulin in blood sugar, as insulin helps transport sugar within the blood cells. Another experiment on diabetic rats explored these findings a little further and suggested that consuming coconut oil reduced cholesterol levels and improved blood sugar balance. Overall, this suggests that adding coconut oil sparingly with a balanced diet can be beneficial for your blood balance. However, experts note that coconut oil can still be categorized as saturated fat. The key is to limit your consumption to 1 to 2 tablespoons a day and check your blood sugar consistently. Number 7, Kefir Yogurt. Made by adding fermented yeast during the production of cow's milk yogurt, Kefir yogurt is a superfood rich in healthy fats and probiotics. Because of its unique composition, kefir yogurt is incredibly low in lactose and one of the most probiotic-rich yogurts available. But why is kefir beneficial to lower your blood sugar? Well, probiotics have been shown to play an essential role in the good functioning of our gut, liver, and overall digestive organs, which controls how nutrients are processed in the body, including the converted sugar that enters the blood. Kefir yogurt contains up to 61 different probiotics, which boost the digestive organs towards optimal functioning. Research has in fact directly linked kefir yogurt to improved blood sugar control. One study in 60 people with type 2 diabetes showed that drinking 600 milliliters per day of kefir milk for 8 weeks significantly reduced fasting blood glucose and HbA1c levels. compared to drinking regular milk. Another trial done on a group of women in June 2021 noted the same results, also highlighting a decrease in overall blood pressure. All in all, kefir yogurt is a safe, healthy fat add-on to your breakfast or a snack. Number 6, eggs. Eggs are incredibly nutritious, containing a healthy amount of protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fat. However, you might be surprised to see eggs on this list, as experts were often concerned about the amount of cholesterol found in eggs, especially for diabetics. But researchers have highlighted that a dietary source of cholesterol like eggs has minimal impact on our own cholesterol and ultimately blood sugar levels. In fact, being rich in protein and fat is actually an advantage for eggs. A study following 42 obese adults with pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes showed that eating one egg daily reduced fasting blood sugar by 4.4% and improved insulin sensitivity. A 14-year-long follow-up study in over 7,000 healthy adults also suggested that eating eggs 3 times per week may reduce the risk of diabetes complications by up to 40%. After all, one egg contains up to 7 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat, with 1.6 grams of which are saturated fat. The American Diabetes Association notes that overall, eggs won't trigger blood sugar and are a safe food choice for diabetics. However, it's best to limit your consumption to 2 eggs per week to enjoy its benefits. Number 5, fatty fish. Fatty fish can be an attractive alternative to meat for diabetics, as it is a rich source of protein that comes without unnecessary saturated fat. Salmon, cod, mackerel, and sardines are all types of healthy fatty fish options. They are categorized as fatty because they are a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids. But fatty fish also comes with a high amount of protein and vitamin D, which plays an essential role in blood sugar balance. Data has noted that vitamin D deficiency can trigger symptoms of hypoglycemia in type 1 diabetes and hyperglycemia in type 2 diabetes. Alternatively, it is suggested that a regular intake of vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish can regulate blood glucose in both types of diabetes. A 2019 study involving 680 women observed an important reduction in fasting blood glucose within the women who had high serum levels of vitamin D. Other reviews also note that vitamin D supplementation can lower blood glucose in type 2 diabetes and the risk of diabetes complication. So while there is more research needed to confirm these findings, it seems that consuming fatty fish moderately is beneficial for lowering blood sugar. But if you don't enjoy fish, there are other healthy fats that have shown to be even more beneficial to lower blood sugar. And we're about to explore what those healthy fat foods are. But before we do that, are you ready for your free gift? Explore an entire world of diabetes-fighting foods with our new book, 10 Incredible Foods That Reduce Blood Sugar. Plus, you'll discover the real reason why type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease are increasing at an alarming rate, and find out what really works when it comes to preventing these illnesses by watching our free 1-hour documentary, The Scary Truth About Sugar. Both gifts are free and waiting for you to grab them in the description box below. And now, let's jump back into our list of healthy fat foods with number 4, olive oil. Praised for its numerous health benefits, olive oil might just be a diet staple if you're struggling to balance your blood glucose levels. Olive oil is rich in omega-6, omega-3, and oleic fatty acids, which have been linked to reducing inflammation in type 2 diabetes, increasing insulin sensitivity, and lowering blood sugar levels. A study in 25 patients found that including extra virgin olive oil as part of a Mediterranean-style diet significantly reduced blood glucose 2 hours after a meal. Additionally, a randomized trial involving 428 participants noted that a Mediterranean diet rich in olive oil reduced the risk of type 2 diabetes complications by up to 40%. This suggests that adding extra virgin olive oil to a balanced diet can be extremely beneficial for prevention and overall blood sugar balance. But much like other types of fat, experts do advise that olive oil is a type of saturated fat and should be consumed moderately. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to your proteins and greens is a great way to enjoy a dose of healthy fat and keep your blood sugar steady. Number 3, chia seeds. Chia seeds are another healthy fat and superfood that you need to know about as a diabetic. Chia seeds are often valued for their high amount of fibers and antioxidants. However, chia seeds are also an excellent plant food rich in fat. In fact, 80% of chia seeds' calories come from the omega-3 fatty acids these little grains contain. Because of their unique composition, chia seeds are showing promising results for blood glucose. Recent studies have suggested that consuming chia seeds regularly help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar. The 2 most important things you need to watch out for as a diabetic. A recent study compared the effect of chia and flax seeds on blood glucose levels. After feeding one type of seeds to 2 groups of 25 participants, a study showed that chia seeds significantly reduced post-meal blood glucose compared to flax seeds. With more studies available to confirm these results, chia seeds appear to be a safe and beneficial healthy fat options for diabetics. These findings suggest that it can significantly lower your blood sugar and help you balance it throughout the day. You can add chia seeds to your breakfast bowls and salads, or enjoy them as a pudding mixed with milk, fruit, and nuts. Number 2, almonds. Research has shown that eating nuts may be an effective way to lower blood sugar, but one nut that truly shines is the almond. Almonds have been praised for their abilities to protect against oxidative stress and slow down the release of glucose in the blood because they're rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and minerals such as magnesium. Magnesium is an essential mineral for our body and is shown to play a key role in blood sugar control. Experts even note that 38% of people with type 2 diabetes are magnesium deficient, which impacts insulin resistance. A study of 63 people with type 2 diabetes showed that increasing magnesium intake through supplements or food improved insulin sensitivity and regulated blood sugar balance. And when it comes to almonds, 1 handful of this nut delivers 20% of our daily recommended intake of magnesium, and it reflects positively on blood sugar. A study in people with type 2 diabetes showed that consuming almonds daily for 3 months significantly reduced fasting blood glucose and post-meal blood glucose. So go ahead and add more nuts to your meals. You can enjoy almonds in a breakfast bowl or as an afternoon snack. Number 1, avocado. An atypical fruit that is low in fructose and high in fats, avocado is the star healthy fat food for blood sugar. Rich in potassium, fibers, vitamins, and monosaturated fat oleic acid, this creamy and delicious fruit has proven to lower blood sugar and improve overall balance. Numerous research observed that avocados could protect against the development of metabolic syndromes, which is a cluster of conditions including high blood pressure and high blood glucose. A study fed 3 groups of overweight adults with a different amount of avocados during a lunch test meal. After assessing their blood glucose pre- and post-meal, the study showed that eating half an avocado can significantly regulate blood glucose and insulin levels. Other studies confirmed similar results, also noting that avocados can significantly reduce bad DL cholesterol by up to 22% and triglycerides by up to 20%. All in all, avocados are one of the healthiest fats you can add to your diet. But remember that if you're living with diabetes, experts suggest enjoying healthy fats sparingly in your diet. Because while healthy fats are definitely beneficial to slow down the release of glucose in the blood and to lower your blood sugar overall, too much of it can also have the opposite effect and be detrimental to your health. Moderation is key with healthy fats. And there you have it, 8 incredible healthy fat foods to lower your blood sugar. Which food has surprised you the most? Is there another food you love that we haven't mentioned? Share your thoughts with fellow diabetics in the comments section below. And before you leave, make sure to claim your free gifts by clicking the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button for more diabetics talk. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a diabetes fighting day.